Hello everyone, welcome back on my channel Lesson Plan Corner. Today in this video we are going to see what are teaching aids and some types of teaching aids also we are going to see in this video. If you need the PDF then please do comment me in the comment section below. This is 17 pages PDF. If you need this then I can provide you, but all you have to do is you just have to comment me. Okay. Now let's see what is teaching aid, but before that I am gonna show you how much length is this. So you can see page 4, page 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Okay, so you can see how much lengthy is this. So if I will make whole video on this 17 page, then video will be so much lengthy. So it will be on many parts. Okay, now let's see what are teaching aids. So basically, you know what, when teacher teaches in school and when teacher teaches to students, so she uses many type of teaching aids. If you are doing B.Ed, you must all aware of what are teaching aids. Okay, like for teaching aids we can use audio visual aids, visual aids. Okay, so this comes under teaching aids. So teaching method is a systematic way to transform any information. So teacher uses teaching aids to give their information to their students, transfer their information to students. And teacher uses this information in classroom to teach students. Okay, suppose we are teaching students about, like if we are teaching them about parts of plant. Okay, so if we are teaching them and if we are also showing them practically through the help of flower, then it will be really effective. Okay, so this come under teaching method, teaching aid. According to Geoffrey, teaching method is the process of imparting knowledge and skills which is used by teacher in classroom. So what Geoffrey says is teaching method is basically to impart knowledge or skills to students by teacher. Okay, here you can see in Hindi also. Now let's see types of teaching method. There are many types of teaching method, and here one more teaching method are there, Montessori method. So it is not mentioned here, but yes, that is also type of teaching method. First is lecture method, demonstration method, lecture cum demonstration method, storytelling method, textbook method, question answer method, discussion method, heuristic method, discovery method, inductive method, deductive method, and lecture method. Now first let's see what is lecture method. So what is lecture method? Basically when teacher teaches to students, they explain them briefly about any concept, that comes under lecture. So according to Wikipedia, lecture method is teaching method which is present by teacher to teach orally to group of class participants, and it is used to convey critical information, theories and inquiries. To convey critical information, theories or inquiries, teacher basically uses this technique or method. What teacher do? Teacher try to convey their knowledge verbally or orally to group of class participants. Now, according to Oxford Dictionary, lecture method is talk giving specified information to class or long serious speech. So, Oxford Dictionary says that lecture method is basically a long speech, long serious speech that that is being conveyed from teacher to students. Now, let's see here. The word lecture is derived from Latin word. So this word lecture is basically come from the Greek word that is lectare. And what lectare means? Lectare means to read aloud. Okay, and it is one of the oldest method of teaching. So this lecture method has been like has been used has been has been used by all teachers by we can say ancient times also, and all idealists also use this. And in this method, teacher try to clarify any content to students, and teacher deliver lectures, and students, what students do, students needs to listen them. And it is most commonly used in any schools or colleges. Okay, now let's see objectives of lecture method to clarify any concept. So this lecture method is mostly used to clarify any concept. Like if teacher is teaching students about photosynthesis, then what teacher do is teacher try to explain them very deeply. Okay, so teacher actually use this to clarify any concept, to give general information, to give overview of large topic, to develop interest among students. Okay, now let's see advantages of lecture method. What are the advantages of lecture method? So according to Bruce G. Chartland, lectures are an effective teaching method as they exploit human nature to improve learning. So what Bruce G. Chartland says is lecture is an effective method in teaching learning process. According to Mr. RDV Ravi, lecture is an excellent method for presenting information to large number of person in short period of time. So what RDV Ravi says, it is very brilliant method to convey knowledge to a number of person or students in a classroom. Now let's see first advantages. It is simple method. So it is one of the simplest method we can say. Teacher does not need to prepare anything or does not need to, you know, go for any type of teaching aid or models, something like that. They just have to just clarify or just it is that like we have already discussed that it is a long serious long speech. So what teacher have to do need to do is just explain any concept. Okay, so it is very simple method. Second, here you can see cheapest method of teaching. So also it is very cheapest because teacher does not have to like use any teaching method, teaching aid. Okay, or do not need to go to laboratory or do not have to use any technology or teaching aids while convey their knowledge. So it is we can say cheapest method also. It is flexible in nature because a teacher can make any changes. Okay, whenever they want. It can be easily used for large number of students. So teacher can also give their knowledge or information to a large number of students at the same time. Okay, now let's see some disadvantages of lecture method. First way, it is one way process of communication, because teacher only teaches and students only have to just learn or listen what teacher are saying to them. So it is one way process communication. Time consuming because sometimes it takes a lot of time, or it actually takes a lot of time for teacher to explain any concept. So sometimes it becomes, we can say, very lengthy. Okay, third is boredom in class. So if teacher is not like using any technology or any aid, so sometimes students also do not take actively participate in teaching learning process. So sometimes it becomes boring also. Fourth is students participation is negligible because teacher just give their speech. Okay, and students just have to listen. So it is not sure that students are taking interest, or teacher sorry, students are actively participating. So sometimes we can say that students participation is neglected or sometimes avoided. Okay, Fifth is it is not practical, so it is not based on practical like learning by doing method. So it is not practical. It is just we can say bookish knowledge. Okay. Sixth is it is not effective for small age children. So for small age children, this lecture method does not work at all. Okay. Seventh is it keeps people in passive situation because if teacher is teaching them and students also are not getting, are not taking any interest, then sometimes what happens is classroom sometimes gets very, and students also get keeps in, we can say passive situation because they are not active. Okay. Eighth is lack of feedback because the teacher had to just give their speech and students just have to learn or listen to just teacher, so they do not have to just they don't get they don't they cannot give their feedback to teacher also, so it is one way process communication, we can say. So this was my video on lecture method. Okay, in next video we will see what is demonstration method. If you like this video, then please do like, share and subscribe my channel, and for PDF comment in the comment section below. We will meet in next video with demonstration method. Till then, bye bye and take care.